All right, take a look at your screen. What do you see? A massive stadium? A stunning piece of architecture? Believe me, what you're looking at is just the tip of the iceberg of one of the most insane places on the planet. Welcome back to Rome the Travel. Today, we're not just visiting a stadium, we're stepping into a time machine. This is Estadio Azteca, a place where history has just been overwritten with billions of dollars in upgrades for the 2026 World Cup. If you think you've seen everything Mexico City has to offer, get ready to have your mind blown. Let's dive right in.
Before we hit the main event, let's take a quick cruise through the city itself. Man, the energy in Mexico City is no joke. You can literally feel it the second you step off the plane. Just look at these streets. It's this wild mix of old school Spanish vibes and that vibrant, high energy Latin American culture. And here's a fun fact for you. This entire megacity is actually sinking by inches every single year because it's built on an ancient dry lake bed. Sounds a bit sketchy, right? But that's exactly what gives Mexico City its cool factor. You'll see these ancient leaning cathedrals sitting right next to sleek glass skyscrapers. It's a perfect chaos. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Most people see a stadium and think, okay, it's just a bunch of concrete and steel. But Azteca, it's literally born from fire. Back in the early 60s, they didn't just pick a random flat spot. They chose a site covered in ancient volcanic rock from the Chitle volcano. Imagine this, thousands of workers and a mission that everyone thought was completely out of reach. They had to meticulously carve out 100,000 tons of hard-as-nails lava rock just to clear the floor. It was a brutal, grueling process. But why? Because they wanted the stadium to be sunken. When you walk into Azteca, you're not walking up to the pitch, you're walking down into a crater. This design is an acoustic masterpiece. The sound doesn't escape, it bounces off those steep concrete walls. When 90,000 Mexicans start chanting, the ground doesn't just vibrate, it roars. It's like the energy of the earth is coming back to life through the fans. Now, let's fast forward to right now, 2026. This isn't your grandpa's Azteca anymore. FIFA looked at this place and said, we love the history, but we need the future. And man, did Mexico deliver. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars on what I call the ultimate evolution. First, let's talk about the light show. They installed a dynamic LED system that's so bright, it's like a beacon for the whole city. It's programmed to sync with the crowd. If Mexico scores, the whole stadium pulses in green, white, and red like a massive heartbeat. Then there's the grass. They put in this high-tech hybrid grass, a mix of natural blades and synthetic fibers. Why? Because at 7,200 feet, the environment is tough. This hybrid tech ensures the pitch stays carpet smooth for every single match. Plus, they added a massive luxury mall and a hotel attached to the stadium. You can literally wake up, open the curtains, and look straight down at the field. That is the dream, right? You can't talk about Azteca without talking about the legends. This pitch is filled with greatness. In 1970, Pelé, the king himself, was celebrated right here after winning his third World Cup. Can you even imagine the vibe? And then 1986, the year of Diego Maradona. This is where he made history with two of the most talked about goals in the world. I've talked to people who were in the stands that day, and they said the stadium felt like it was going to lift off from the sheer power of the joy. Azteca is the only place on Earth that has hosted 2 World Cup finals, and soon it'll be 3. Every inch of this place has a story. When you stand near the tunnel, you can almost feel the power of the past. It's heavy, it's emotional, and it's something you can't find in those shiny new stadiums elsewhere. Azteca has a soul, and that soul is eternal. All right, let's talk about where you're gonna stay, because for the 2026 World Cup, Mexico City has completely changed the game. Imagine waking up, grabbing your coffee, and looking out your window to see the world's best players warming up. Believe me, this is actually happening. As part of the massive billion-dollar renovation, they've integrated a high-end luxury hotel right into the Azteca complex. We're talking about elite suites, where your balcony is basically a private VIP box. But even if you're not staying inside the stadium itself, the surrounding areas offer some of the most charming boutique hotels you've ever seen. You can stay in beautifully restored colonial mansions that make you feel like royalty, with peaceful courtyards and world-class spas. It's the perfect way to recharge after cheering with everything you've got in the stands. Whether you're looking for high-tech luxury or that old-school Mexican soul, the lodging options here are now officially next level. But wait, it gets even better. They didn't just build a hotel, they built an entire lifestyle destination. Right next to the stadium, they've opened a massive new commercial hub. We're talking about world-class dining where you can get everything from authentic Michelin star tacos to high-end international cuisine. There are massive fan zones with giant screens, interactive soccer museums, and even top-tier entertainment centers. It's designed so you can spend your whole day there, shop in the morning, catch a vibe at a rooftop lounge in the afternoon, and then just walk a few steps to your seat for the kickoff. They've basically built a city within a city. The security is excellent, the Wi-Fi is lightning fast, and the atmosphere is just incredible. This is the new standard for sports travel, guys. You're not just coming for a match, you're coming for a world-class vacation that you'll be talking about for years to come. So here we are. The stage is set, the stadium is reborn, and Mexico City is waiting for you with open arms. Whether you're here for the history, the food, or the electrifying energy of a World Cup opener at Azteca, one thing is for sure. This will be the trip of a lifetime. This city has shown the world that it can preserve its legendary past while building a future that is absolutely mind-blowing. Thank you for joining me in exploring the heart of Mexico. It's been an absolute privilege to share these stories with you. If you've enjoyed this journey and found it helpful for your future travels, please show some love to that like button and subscribe to Roam the Travel. I've got so much more to show you as we get closer to the biggest sporting event on Earth. So make sure to stay tuned for our upcoming guides. Until next time, keep that curiosity alive, keep exploring the unknown, and I truly hope to see you there when the opening whistle blows. Thank you for watching, stay inspired, and as always, peace out.